Coach, overall tonight, 4 goals in the first period, another 40 minutes where you just shut it down. What was your assessment of the game tonight? Able to lock it down from 2 and 3 periods.
Yeah, I think you look at how we played from the first period compared to second and third. A lot more sharp, a lot more responsible with the puck, and there were moments early on in the game where we were a little bit slow to react to plays, and I think the group did a good job of adjusting after the first period and kind of carried most of the game from there.
The second period showed a lot of chemistry with each line. What do you think fueled the amount of control that you guys had the entire period?
You can kind of look at a few things for guys that have played together for a little bit throughout this season, and then just the work that the guys have been putting in practice. The amount of reps that they get together. That builds the chemistry, and it's been carrying over into the games. So the hard work during the week is paying off when it comes to game time.
You said a little slow in the first period. You guys in the last 3 games, 7 goals in the second period. What do you think fuels the guys to come out striking in the second period?
I don't know if it's an adjustment period or just kind of finding their stride, but there's been moments where we're a little bit, like I said, slow to start. Kind of find that next gear in the second period, and hopefully that's something that we can be better at going forward. Where we don't need a feeling out process to get rolling.
Aside from the pre-scout being different, obviously, any substantial difference between when you're playing a team that you haven't played before and you won't play again after this week?
Not too much. Within the league, there isn't too much variance as far as forecheck and neutral zone forecheck, and special teams. You kind of, I don't want to say it's a copycat league, but for the most part, teams kind of lean towards certain structure, and you see something from 4 or 5 different other teams, and it's almost the same thing coming up, with the next opponent. So it's something that we're kind of used to, but you make small adjustments along the way.
Working at catching up to Worcester and Newfoundland, who battled each other over the weekend. You get back into non-divisional play after 10 straight. What is taking care of these games most beneficial to catching up to those teams above you in the North right now?
I think, you look at teams that are below you in the standings, those are ones that you absolutely have to win. Can't take those teams lightly, especially a team like Allen that has, lots of skill and a bunch of experience where, if you get into a bit of a track meet game where you're trading chances back and forth, it can kind of bite you. So, there were times when we kind of locked it down a little bit and prevented them from getting any chances or secondary chances. And that's just something that we'll have to be kind of more aware of for next game.
It seemed like earlier in the season you guys were struggling in the third period, but now you guys seem to be thriving in the third period. Has there been a change in game plan?
I don't think it's a change of game plan. Maybe it's just kind of within the group. The guys have been putting in more work during practice, so they're more prepared for a long, hard game where, at the start of the season, it might have been a bit of a scramble, towards the end of games. So I think, a bit more composure from our group at this time.
Max, another multi-point game, continuing to lead not just rookies but the team in points. Your stride of play is continuing over from November to December. What's feeling good on the ice?
Yeah, I think just a lot of confidence right now. The guys I'm playing with are putting me in spots to be successful, which is a huge part of it. Without those guys, you really can't do much out there by yourself. And so I give them a ton of credit, and just our team as a whole. When all 3 lines and all 60 are going, it's hard to stop. It's other teams are kind of constantly having to defend, and it's leading to a lot of success for all of us.
Is it fun playing different team for a change?
Yeah, I think you like to kind of try out new teams and see what the rest of the league has to offer. It's a little more intense, I think, when you're playing against division opponents, just because those extra points are up for grabs, and obviously standings are tight all year. And so, but anytime you play a team out of conference, out of division, it's a fun game to play.
You guys played like you had no blind spots. Do you think that was pure instinct, pure chemistry, or both?
I think we're just playing with a lot of confidence right now. Obviously, being successful and whatever our streak is now, it carries over onto every game. I think every guy has a feeling of where we're going to be. We're trusting our system, and we're able to create a lot off of that.
It's like almost the more you win, the more you win.
Yeah,
That
exactly.
Confidence kind of builds that way.
For sure, I think confidence is the biggest thing. I mean I've mentioned it already a ton, but when the whole lineup has that, it reflects on the ice pretty greatly out there. And I think just having the guys that are being able to play with each other and understand where each other are going to be, it's huge, and that's why we've been successful.
You guys talk about that in the room, or is that just kind of like an aura that sits there and everybody feels the positive vibe?
I think a little bit of both. I think it's something you talk about a little bit, and then you also, I mean, if you had someone in our locker room after the first weekend of the year, and that same person came in now, I think they would think it's a totally different team. And the personnel is not super different. It's mainly just the way we carry ourselves, the way we feel about ourselves right now, and the confidence we have, which is, again, leading to success in the ice.
And that carries right into post-game. Caught that with you guys. A push-up competition seems like, what's it been like getting a chance to work with? You guys are all rookies. You're not showing any glimpse of that. It seems like you guys have been playing together for years. What's the chemistry that's starting off in the weight room, off the ice, carrying on the ice?
Yeah, I think we're trying to have fun as much as we can. Obviously, after win, you can have a little more fun, and trying to get the work in. And when you're having fun doing a job and getting the extra reps in that we're getting in after practice, before practice, it's just much more fun to come to the rink. And I think at the start of the year, guys are maybe itching to get out of the rink, but now guys are lingering around and hanging out, and that's led to success everywhere.